at the massive resistance by the people of Precious Sea. And this is the Lagos State Task Force with their tear gas and their caterpillar again. They are about to demolish. They are telling people to arrange and to leave their houses and their lands.
Now they have demolished.
These are the residents of Oworonshoki community in Lagos State. The demolition of over 100 houses in Oworonshoki, Ojulari and Koka Street by the Lagos State government has stirred deep emotions, heated arguments, and critical questions about urban renewal, human rights, and governance. The events, which happened over the weekend and reportedly at night, has left many families homeless and raised serious questions about how far government can go in the name of urban regeneration. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Now, let us take a closer look at this situation from all sides: the government, the residents, the police, and human rights advocates, and discuss all the issues that matter in this case. The Lagos State government says the demolition is part of its urban regeneration project. The official explanation is that the structures were built on floodplains and waterways, and removing them is necessary to prevent flooding and ensure safety. Flooding has indeed been a major problem in Lagos, often claiming lives and destroying properties. If that's true, then the intention sounds noble, doesn't it? Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Can good intentions justify poor execution? Urban renewal is not new in Lagos. From Morocco in 1990, to Badia East in 2013, and now Oworonshoki in 2025. The story has been the same: demolitions, tears, and displaced families. The government says it followed due process and that residents were duly notified. They even claim that some affected residents, about 73 of them, have started receiving compensation. But 73 compensated out of over 100 homes demolished? What happens to the others? Were they unverified, unregistered, or simply ignored? My people, let me know what your opinions are in the comment section below. As the story gets more interesting, please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Even if we accept the government's reason that the demolitions were meant to clear flood-prone areas, another question arises: why carry out such an operation at night while people were sleeping? That action alone makes many Nigerians skeptical of the government's claim that it followed due process. Now, let us hear from the side of the community members. Residents paint a very different picture. Many allege that they were not given adequate notice. Some claim the demolition started while they were still asleep, and others say they only learned of the exercise when bulldozers arrived. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Imagine waking up to the sound of machines tearing down your home, your years of hard work, your children's school books, your memories, all gone in minutes. Residents also allege that thugs took advantage of the chaos, looting homes and beating up those who resisted. Videos circulating online show people crying, holding their belongings, and lamenting that they were given no time to evacuate. If these reports are true, then the demolition was not just an administrative exercise, it was a human tragedy. Was there a better way to do this? Could the government not have engaged community leaders earlier, provided relocation assistance, or given a humane timeline for evacuation? These are the questions many Nigerians are asking. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. We have heard from the side of community members of Oworonshoki. It is also good to hear from the police. This is to balance the story for better understanding of the situation. During the demolition, reports of clashes between residents and police emerged. According to eyewitnesses, police officers used tear gas to disperse angry crowds, while others allegedly fired canisters to scare people away. However, the Lagos State Police Command, through its spokesperson Abimbola Adejisi, denied any wrongdoing. The police claimed they were only there to maintain peace and prevent the situation from escalating. This raises another critical question. When does maintaining peace become excessive force? Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will always be the first to be notified when we publish new stories on this channel. We have seen similar scenes before, when law enforcement agencies use crowd control tactics that sometimes end up hurting innocent civilians. Even if the police's intention was to prevent violence, using tear gas at night in residential areas could easily cause panic, especially among children and the elderly. So, should the police have done more to protect residents from looters and thugs instead of scaring them away? Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. From the human rights angle, human rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has accused the Lagos state government of acting illegally. He claims that a Lagos High Court had issued an interim order stopping any further demolition of houses in Oworonshoki. If this is true, then the government's action not only violates due process, but also disrespects the judiciary, a dangerous precedent in any democracy. Can a government that ignores a valid court order still claim to be acting within the law? Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Falana's allegation gives this issue a legal dimension. It is no longer just about urban planning or housing policy. It is about the rule of law and respect for citizens' rights. If court orders can be ignored, what protection do ordinary Nigerians have against state power? From the human rights angle, human rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has accused the Lagos state government of acting illegally. He claims that a Lagos High Court had issued an interim order stopping any further demolition of houses in Oworonshoki. If this is true, then the government's action not only violates due process, but also disrespects the judiciary, a dangerous precedent in any democracy. Can a government that ignores a valid court order still claim to be acting within the law? Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Falana's allegation gives this issue a legal dimension. It is no longer just about urban planning or housing policy. It is about the rule of law and respect for citizens' rights. If court orders can be ignored, what protection do ordinary Nigerians have against state power?
Going further with these gists, let us compare development and displacement. This situation reflects a broader dilemma in Nigeria's development story: the tension between progress and people. Lagos is growing fast, and the government faces pressure to modernize the city, manage population density, and tackle flooding. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. But when development policies displace citizens without adequate alternatives, they lose moral legitimacy. Can a city truly be modern if its development pushes the poor to the margins? Urban renewal doesn't have to mean destruction. Around the world, cities facing similar challenges have adopted participatory planning models, working with communities rather than bulldozing them out of existence. Could Lagos have done the same? Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this.
Since this story broke out, it has gotten people talking, especially on social media. As expected, social media has exploded with reactions. Videos of crying mothers, destroyed houses, and looted properties have sparked widespread condemnation.
Hashtags like Oworonshoki Demolition and Justice for Residents are trending. Many users accuse the Lagos state government of cruelty and insensitivity. Others argue that the government has a duty to enforce urban planning laws, but must do so humanely. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. What is interesting is the divide in public opinion. Some say the demolitions were necessary because the houses were illegal structures built on government land. Others believe that the demolitions were politically motivated or targeted at poor communities that lack the power to fight back. This mix of anger, confusion, and debate shows how complex urban governance has become in Lagos. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Now, let us pause and ask ourselves, as citizens, policymakers, and observers, should government development projects ever come at the cost of people's homes and dignity? If residents were truly notified, why were so many still inside their homes during the demolition? What mechanisms exist to ensure fair compensation and rehabilitation for displaced families? How can the police balance law enforcement with empathy in situations like this? Should the courts intervene more strongly to protect citizens from arbitrary demolitions? These questions are not just for Lagos, but for all Nigerian cities facing similar challenges. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. However, there is a need to balance all sides of the story. To be fair, both the government and the residents have valid points. The government has a duty to enforce planning laws and protect lives from flooding. Lagos cannot continue to suffer massive losses every rainy season because of illegal structures blocking waterways. However, the method matters. The nighttime demolition, the alleged absence of compensation for most residents, and the disregard of a court order, if confirmed, paints a troubling picture. Good governance must combine firmness with fairness. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. For the residents, building on unapproved land comes with risks. Many Nigerians buy or build houses without verifying land titles or planning approvals. It's a widespread problem, and it exposes people to heartbreaking losses when the government decides to act. So perhaps this situation also calls for a conversation about responsible home ownership and better public awareness. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. In situations like this, there should be suggestions on the way forward to prevent similar occurrences. My people, it is unfortunate that this has happened, but how can Lagos move past this sad event? 1. The government should publish a verified list of those compensated and open a complaint window for others to submit claims. 2. If there's indeed a court injunction, it must be respected. The rule of law cannot be optional. 3. Temporary shelters, food, and basic medical care should be provided to displaced families. 4. Urban regeneration projects should include affected communities in planning, decision-making, and relocation arrangements. 5. The role of the police should be protective, not punitive. Their focus should be preventing looting and ensuring safety. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories like this. Now, the final thoughts about this matter that we need to take into our hearts. The Oworonshoki demolition saga is more than a story about houses. It is a story of governance, justice, and humanity. Yes, Lagos must modernize. Yes, illegal structures must go. But how it happens matters as much as why it happens. When development disregards the people it is meant to serve,
it becomes destruction, not progress. So we return to the central question. Can a city truly call itself smart or modern if its citizens are left homeless in the middle of the night? That's the question every Lagosian and every Nigerian should be asking today. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will always be the first to be notified when we publish new stories on this channel.